Hello YouTube, and welcome to the uncapped Big-Fish-A-Thon. This is going to be an uncapped subathon where we just catch big fish. We are going expansion by expansion. I don't expect to get out of A Realm Reborn. I don't think I will be held here long enough for that to be a consideration. So as far as we're concerned, this is just an A Realm Reborn, how many fish can we catch, uncapped subathon. Every big fish that I manage to catch, I take 10 minutes off the timer. So I can free myself by being lucky. Middle and OCA. Every dollar that Twitch spends... This fish actually kind of sucks. Every dollar that Twitch spends, they can put a minute back on the clock. So, we're all for our first fish. We got 29 minutes to catch it, 28 minutes to catch it. How you doing, Cass? Get same old, same old. I'm not super concerned about who I surface slap here. I should be like I should be thinking more about this, but for this first one, we're just gonna slap fish and then chum until we get our target. Everything else gets ignored. I only have like 40 bait. So I definitely need to buy some more bait. I didn't think about it. So, to explain everything that is going on here, we are sitting down for fishing because if you catch a big fish while sitting, you will stand up. So you don't have to wait for the animation to fail. You will know immediately upon hitting catch, upon hitting hook, if you have caught the fish. Because if you hit hook and stand up, you've caught it. If you hit hook and stay sitting, you've dropped it. We are looking for a 3 exclamation point to show up above my head. It has a unique sound effect. Game audio also can be brought down a little bit because it is at 10 and it should be at active stuff. The reason we're hitting chum, and we didn't hit it there because I was thinking about other things, is because it reduces the hook time by 40%. So all of these fish have a defined hook window on a box plot that I could look up. So using chum just gives you more chances to catch the fish during its window, and most of these fish have a limited time window that they are up. So this one is up all day. However, it is only up during cloudy, stormy, clouds, fogs, and wind. So above my mini map, in the top right corner, is a little circle icon that denotes the weather. And then you just sit here and wait and hope. But there's some fun ones I can go for, like in the Sigali Dunes, there is 2 big fish that share a window. So going for that one would be a smart idea, because I can get potentially 20 minutes off the clock. I don't think A Realm Reborn has any big fish into big fish chains. So a rather infamous version of it is the Lancet fish in Shadowbringers, where you have to catch 2 Mora, which are a big fish, to trigger the intuition window for the Lancet fish. Intuition windows are basically you have to catch X fish Y times to get a buff to catch fish. We can also go for big fish in ocean fishing. Go for the special fish there. I won't say a spectral fish counts as a big fish, but like the route intuition fish are big fish. In fact, let me pull up that information. Okay, so they're boarding now, so it's on the odds. I could run over to Limsa and hop on a boat right now and go ocean fishing, but nah, we'll stay here and go for crystalline perch. And then if you look over in my chat box in the bottom left, you'll see a timer running. The red timer is you guys. That is the subathon timer. The chat box 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24, up to 39 is the cast timer. It's a fairly common fishing macro to set a timer for when the fish can be caught. You can even go as far as to throw a rest in at the end of the window. So, the fish we are going for is butterworm fish. We are using butterworm. And its bite time is minimum 20 seconds, maximum 33 seconds. So at 33 seconds, I could throw in a rest on the macro. Load Canyon, currently right now, using butterworm. I should get rid of the glass perch. But for this fish, it really doesn't matter. And when I say get rid of, that was the skill surface slap I used on the first catch. That prevents that fish from spawning. It's very useful if you're doing something where there is a fish that overlaps with your big fish. So you get rid of that, so once you get into a time frame, the only bites can be your big fish, or if you're in an area with an additional large fish, another 3-er. But if you catch a fish, if you reel anything in instead of just letting them go like I am, you lose the surface slap buff. You can also do things like prize catch, which forces it to be a large fish that you can mooch. And do the same thing, just hold on to it. I'm gonna run out of butterworm. Is there someone in Middle Lenosia that sells butterworm? Eastern Thanaland, Mist, Goblet, Lavender Bed, Shigoni, Imperium, Ultradania. Lower Docks and Limsa. The Pillars, East Shroud, Upper Eastern, Western, Kugane, Diadem, Crystarium. Okay. So when I run out of bait, I need to go to Sign Hill and Lenosia. And next window, we just need to make sure to have over 100 bait of whatever fish, whatever bait we need. It's also very common for big fish to show up on the last cast. I don't know why, but they are masters of cinema. It's like we have 7 bait left, but there's 17 minutes, so we have time to go buy bait. So I don't expect it to show up on that 7th cast, but it could. They're masters of cinema. That's 15 seconds. That's 18 seconds. We are in big fish territory. The only thing that can show up now is the perch. And we stood up, and we caught it. Like I said, masters of cinema. Crystalline perch. Crystal perch. We are on the board with 1. Take 10 minutes off that timer. That is stem borer. Where's my stem borer? Where does one buy stem borer? Can I get it from where I'm going? No. But we can do a slight detour and go to Camp Blue Fog. Search for the Merchant and Mender. And then this is at Burning Wall. Yeah, this is the Burning Wall. Lalafell has been abducted. I forget, do you have unique music? You don't. That's really upsetting. Thousand Year. The burning wall. Who? Okay, literally the first fish. No one is even close in catch time to this bad boy. A discus. Okay. And now we start our journey again. This window's a little bit shorter. So the last window was about 30 minutes. This one is, by the time I got here, 12 minutes left on the window. I think it's normally like a 30-minute window. Let's see. Anyone good open up in 11 minutes? Ooh, Nepto Dragon opens up in 11 minutes. Yeah, let's go for Nepto Dragon. Nepto Dragon's a fun one. He is the final fish of Dragon's Deep, which is your welcome to big fishing quest. He is a royal bastard. A lot of people hate Nepto Dragon. I should have Ruby Dragon pinned. Just go for Ruby Dragon on stream. If he even shows up today. Let's do it. Show me Stormblood. Show me Ruby Dragon. Ruby Dragon is not up for 2 days. Also, that's the big thing with these big fish is they're tied to almost a real world timer. So the day-night cycle of the game travels in accordance to a modifier on real time. You can see that in the top corner of the screen. An hour is something like 5 minutes. And then you're waiting on weather patterns, and weather patterns change at what? 8, noon, 4, and 8. Weather changes 4 times a day, I think. And then some fish, like ruby dragon, requires a weather into weather change at a specific time. So you can only catch ruby dragon if it changes from, I think, storms to thunder at night. And then you have to catch another big fish and mooch that into ruby dragon. Which would have been really funny because you mooch the big fish into itself. And every big fish caught is 10 minutes off the timer. So ruby dragon would be like a cheat code for dropping the timer. Because I did not specify unique or not. Ads are coming up. We are still fishing. I'm scrolling through to see if I can mark off any not big fish. No, okay. Everybody appears to actually be big fish. I'm gonna tag as like my easy where I should start. Okay, cool. So I should go for the guaranteed results first. This was one of those fish where I talked about cinema. 1,000 Year I caught on the final catch outside of his window, because what can you catch is determined by when you hit cast, not when you hit hook. We said the one we wanted to go for next was Nepto Dragon. Where is Nepto Dragon? So for Nepto Dragon, I need Northern Krill, and I'm going to start saving my GP now. Because I'm going to need a full suite of GP for Nepto Dragon. If I was making an honest attempt at it, I would leave now, and I would start doing Angler's Art Gathering, i.e. catching fish under the patience effect. But we're not going to make an honest attempt at Nepto Dragon. We're just going to go for it. Going to raw dog it. That 18-second, I believe it's a snail, if memory serves. Bane of my existence. I was hoping I was far enough away to avoid that. Okay. I was also hoping the boss fate would summon the fish. As funny as that would be. You lose your bait. Yes. Is that Northern Krill? There's Northern Krill. I may need some more Northern Krill. Okay, what has potential to be the final cast? All of these have potential to be the final cast, if we're being honest. "16 seconds remain. Throw it on back. Okay, window is closed. I got plenty more than krill. Anyone going for Nepto Dragon? Nope. Looks like no one is going for Nepto Dragon right now. So Nepto Dragon is different. Thank you. I'm gonna do a lot of catching for Nepto Dragon instead of 0 catching. Just not that fish. Inventory. Okay. Chum. Fish. So we need A. We need to stay above 750 GP. And we need a 2-star. We should surface slap whatever we catch next. Leafy Sea Dragon. Surface slap. Okay, so we want this to be Little Thanatos. Nope. There are several 2s that it could be, and I haven't checked what the actual catch window on this bad boy is. Rock lobster. I've apparently never caught the rock lobster before. Wild. Minimum is 5 seconds, maximum is 28 seconds. Sitting down is technically slower for catching, so if you don't have your the buff you need to catch your fish up, you stay standing. Okay, we got a large something. Large lobster. Back into the briny deep with you. There really is no good way to go about this besides blind luck. Because there is, as we've just learned, at least 4 different 2-star fish And the window for little Thalos is pretty wide. So surface slap doesn't do us any good, because we won't be able to narrow down a window to just the fish we need. We need Identicast double hook, which is 750 GP, to trigger the intuition window. Well, the average time is 22 seconds, and that was 22 seconds. No. Got a clam. You're a 1. I don't even care about you. Go away. $69 northern krill remaining. Nice. Let's look at the box graph for this place. Okay, 19 to 24 is the actual quartile for you. Yeah, so I have no problem saying this, but when I started doing big fishing, I had no idea how to really read a box graph. Like, I could vaguely understand, you know, when my fish's catch time should be based on looking at this graph, because it's, you know, bite times in seconds. And then there is an image that corresponds to some of those times. But since doing some actual learning courses on data and data analysis, I was like, oh, okay, box graphs make perfect sense. The feats are my extremes. The box is the 25% to 75% of all. The line in the middle is 50%. Any dots or weird outliers outside of the range we're looking for. Okay, that all makes sense. I'd like to point out the fish we are looking for is not a big fish. It is just a standard fish. And we need to catch 3 of them. Well, this would be on the lower extremes, but it's still possible. Oh, boo, 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 boo. What's wild is we literally only need 1. Just 1. We need 3, but with the skills that we have, 1 will do the trick. That was gonna be a rock lobster. It's way too early. Oh wow, rock lobster was the last fish I needed to complete the fishing log here. And I just never found it. Okay. It's either it or it's another clam. It's another clam. And knowing big fish, this is why I wasn't concerned about the catching a fish takes 10 minutes off the timer. Because even in what amounted to almost 9 hours, I'm not going to catch that many big fish. If I'm lucky, I will be able to take 2 hours off this stream. But the event doesn't truly start until, that's super early, probably a lobster, 10 a.m. Pacific, because that is when sub discounts go into effect. It's a blowfish. That was not who I was expecting. I'm out of tea. Nice metallic ting for the microphone. Okay. Okay. Clam. Lobster. A late lobster. We're going to be pivoting between sitting and standing so much today. Okay. 20 seconds. Thinking a clam. Ooh, big clam. Big, late lobster. $7 minutes left on this window. The buff to catch Nepto is 6 minutes long. So, still could make full use of the buff. If we can catch the fish, which could be right here. Again, fish like cinema. Okay. Identicast. Now the game begins. There's double hook. That'll start the intuition window. Intuition fish are a different breed. Chum. Cast. Whatever I get is getting surface slapped. Please be the lobster. Please let this be some poetic justice if I get to get rid of the damn lobster. Blowfish. Surface slap. Chum. Go. Sit. Okay. Now we only reel in a 3. And up at the top of the screen, the 4-minute top left center-ish is where all of my buffs are. The 4-minute one is the big fish timer. If that buff is there, but the fish, the big fish swimming next to the smaller fish, that means I can catch the intuition fish. That is the intuition buff. There is a macro for chum that uses Gatherer's Glove to shorten the chum animation, so you can get more casts in during intuition windows or during really short catch windows, like Salad in Shadowbringers is infamous for a 1-minute window. 60 seconds, go. I'm pretty sure Salad is a 1-minute window. I'm not gonna look. Okay, that was the one time I can do that trick. You can spend 3 Angler's Art or 3 large fish caught up to a maximum of 10 stacks to replenish 150 GP. We caught 5 large fish trying to get the intuition window to start. And those go away if you leave the zone. So if I go for another big fish in this area, I would hold on to those 2. Wouldn't do me a whole lot of good, but I would have them. If I don't get it, I can go for another fish in this area. until the Nepto window comes back around. Which is what I think I'm going to do. I think I'm going to go for the Imperial Goldfish. Also, I don't know what the timing is on Nepto Dragon, and I'm not going to look. Yep, it didn't stand up, didn't catch it. Simple as that. That is called a slip. That is our first slip of the day. Expect many more. As we said, the fish like cinema. No matter what your stats are, every big fish has a minimum % chance to get away. If you're below their stat threshold or equal to their stat threshold, that chance increases. But if you are a certain amount above their stat threshold, they will always have the chance to get away. Okay, last cast. Fingers it. Oh, wow. It wore off as I was hitting cast. Yep. Useless. Okay. So, I just timed that slightly wrong because there was some hesitation on my part of do I hit chum? And then I decided against hitting chum, but that thought process caused me to miss my last cast. Okay, Imperial Goldfish wants Honeyworm. Chocobo Saddlebag. That's Glowworm. That's Hoverworm. That's Honeyworm. 87 is enough. Going for Nepto Dragon was one of those things that I wanted to do because it is kind of an infamous big fish in a Realm Reborn. But the smart play, the non-content play is go for all of the always up big fish for guarantees. Okay. I really need to just eat a high cordial. High cordial, patience, go. So this is yet another type of big fishing where I have to do a mooch chain. So this type of big fishing makes surface slap useless because I have to constantly catch fish. And I'm looking for a 1 into a 1 into a 2. So previously we got silverfish into goldfish, which is correct. You do silverfish into goldfish into catfish. But because I had to use Mooch 2, which is only effective if you're doing a one-stage Mooch, because it has a cooldown, and you can use that on regular fish. I'm gonna, because we have new tools with Dawn Trail, I'm gonna change how I'm doing this. Nope, we don't want that. Actually, that could have just been the jungle catfish. I'm pretty sure that could have actually been the jungle catfish. Silverfish. I would like to spare full hand. Makeshift bait for 2 minutes. Build up some GP. Yeah, could have caught. That could have been the jungle catfish. Swim bait you. So swim bait is a Dawn Trail feature where you can take 3 mooch fish and save them as bait for later. And since we know this is an intuition window fish and it mooches off of silverfish, we can grab the 3 silverfish and put them in our pocket and then start building our intuition window. Why did I give those sound effects? Also, you're making me waste my spare full hand. Okay. That's the 5-pound curls times 10. Once I pull this in, I'm gonna grab those. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And this should be goldfish, right? Oh. I actually don't want to release goldfish because that just cost me a mooch. We're gonna wait around for a couple seconds. And while we wait around for a couple seconds, I'm gonna move the rest of the weights over here. Intuition window. Come on, intuition window. Silverfish. Goldfish. Catfish. Come on, catfish. I think it can be something else, but we want catfish. But we don't need to hold on to it, so we can release them. I should have held on to them so I could do desynth. Work on those achievements. Makeshift bait. It could just be the catfish. Nah, it's a discus. Silverfish. The 9-minute intuition window. Can I set up 1,000 IQ play? I could try. Yeah, okay. We're gonna go for the 1000 IQ play. So with the versatile lure, we can catch a raw goldfish. We'll mooch it because it's available. So if we catch a raw goldfish, I should also turn on Spareful Hand again. If we catch a raw goldfish, we can surface slap it and then use the 3 silverfish in our swim bait to guarantee catching an imperial goldfish. Okay, I'm gonna switch back to honeyworm because honeyworm has less things and can still potentially catch a raw goldfish. Honeyworm can also just catch the imperial goldfish, bypassing the need to do all of this. The lower quartile on you about 12 seconds. It's about right now. Unfortunately, that is still... Oh, that's probably a clown loach, actually. Yeah. We have the 3 silverfish that we could just go for the imperial goldfish that way. When we get down to the 2-minute mark. Well, when we get down to the 1-minute mark, because it's 1 minute and 59 seconds. Oh, the sun has risen over eastern Thanalan. So we're gonna need to either patience 2 or Get lucky, and this is just a large. Or this is the goldfish that we want. No, it's the same fish. Patience 2. Mooch 2 into Patience 2. There is only 2 fish it can be right now. It's either the big fish or it is not. It's not. I don't think I have Fisher's Life for me, whatever level fishing hole this is. Yeah, goldfish is just jungle catfish. Okay. I was like, that can't also be a possibility, can it? This is my second 1000 IQ play to swim bait the goldfish to immediately restart the intuition window. Big fish like cinema. It's the end of the intuition window, and it's a slip. Big fish like cinema. Okay. Let's try and get another goldfish. as our second slipped big fish of the day. Nepto dragon and imperial goldfish. What a combination. Nepto dragon's in 23 minutes. We'll stay here. This is going to be just a raw goldfish, and I'm going to be mad. That's the mitten crab. Okay. Honestly, that's better. If we had caught the raw goldfish, that would let us surface slap and immediately catch imperial goldfish right after the window ended and right after we slipped. That would have been so bad. Would have been so mean. Okay, let's put 2 of the silverfish back into our swim bait, and then we'll use the last goldfish in our swim bait to trigger the intuition window. Oh, right. I had patience on, and I switched and used regular hook, which is like guaranteed failure with patience on. It's not guaranteed, but it's pretty damn close. Okay, put that in my pocket. Let's carry around a jar of live fish in my pocket. That could be a free intuition window. It's not what we want, but we'll take it. No, it was a discus. Was a free angler's art, though. Probably another discus, but potentially also jungle catfish. Since I still have makeshift bait up, there's no reason to do this, actually. Yeah, this is just like... no reason to hold on to that goldfish. I forgot what fish I was on. I don't know why I forgot what fish I was on, but I forgot what fish I was on. Okay. Makeshift bait back on. Again, the hope is to raw catch a goldfish. I now have 3 silverfish as my swim bait, so once it ticks down to 1 minute remaining on the intuition, we'll dump all 3 of those. The large fish wasn't needed, but I'll take it. I should run these chains because I believe you can restart the intuition window during the intuition window. Or at the very least, I can catch 2. And then once the intuition window is over, I can catch the 3rd. As much as I may want to surface slap clown loaches, it's not practical. Because that surface slap will just wear off on the next fish, which will probably be a silverfish. Hey, 1,000,000 gill! Just sitting here fishing. Made 1,000,000 gill. Raw goldfish. Discus. That's gonna fund all of today's bait buying. Thank you, Glamour Enthusiast, who needed 2 pots of jet black dye for 1,000,000 gill. Okay. Big fish! Big fish! Imperial goldfish. Right before ads. Clear prisms are actually worth something. Oh, that's just 500 gil. Okay. Anybody up in... North Bloodshore Herringbone. Game, what do we define as North Bloodshore? Right there. Okay. Can I fish from on top of this rock? I can. Nope, that's Costa del Sol. That is not North Bloodshore. Okay. Let's try from this dock right here. There we go, North Bloodshore. Okay, this is just catch a fish. Catch the bigger version of that fish. And when this window closes, where can I buy some more northern krill? Does someone in Costa del Sol? No. I have to lose all that hard-earned angler's art. Which really isn't going to help us. I mean, it is a free 300 GP. It is 3 free chums. But I am going to need to travel to lower decks to grind some more northern krill for Nepto after this window. Like, this is taking a while. Could this be it? No, of course not. That is just cast, right? Okay, cool. I have a few cast macros and they all use the cast icon. Do 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 do. If I had really been thinking, I would have made a wanted poster with a spot open for like fish portraits to do current target. do, 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 do. I don't know why I stopped throwing out chum for a while. Guess I just didn't have any faith in this fish. Okay, I was like, I'm pretty sure this is gland. I'm pretty sure this is not the lodestone fishing rod. I think I decided the lodestone fishing rod was ugly. I would rather it be the brilliant rod with the crystals. Because I like that the crystals leave a trail on all of your fishing actions. Nope, didn't get it. Saw it. There's still 3 minutes left in the window. We could see it again. Oh, I never took off 10 minutes for catching the Imperial Goldfish. There we go. There's my 10 minutes closer to freedom because of the Imperial Goldfish. Why did I catch you? Ah, for the angler's art that I'm not going to get to keep. I unironically could have sold that fish. White lip oysters are used for crafting. I unironically could have sold that fish. Fish that have some inherent monetary value in this game. All of the fish for the fishing story, because nobody wants to catch those. And then white lip oyster, black lip oyster, red coral. "10 minutes closer to freedom." Lalafell caught the bombard fish. Okay, so we need to go to lower decks, buy more northern krill, and then start building up angler's art for Nepto Dragon. Lalafell plate. Sometimes you just need to check and confirm that what you find will be a Lalafell plate. Okay, that million gil is probably going to sustain us for this entire event. I can't see spending more than 1 million gil on bait during this, but hey, we're at 86. We started at 7.5. Purchase items. Northern krill, please and thank you. Chocobo saddlebag, put that back. Grab that. Costa del Sol. $99 fistfuls of northern krill. Oh, it takes so long to stuff into your pockets. Okay, that's an NPC. It's like, that's not a real fisher, right? Versatile lure, because we're just building Angler's Art right now. It doesn't matter what we catch, so long as we catch. And then as soon as the weather starts raining, we switch over. I should tag the other of Dragon's Deep fish. I'm gonna... Yeah, I was like, I'm gonna drop that because I hit the wrong catch. Namitaro... Oakley. Those are all up right now. Nepto Dragon, Namitaro, and Oakley are all up right now. Lone Ripper's not one. Sure thing. This can potentially go for a big fish. I'm also not joking. This mooch chain can be a big fish. Frilled shark was one that I got on the first try. It's not what we're looking for, but it is a big fish. Is it the big fish or is it the false big fish? Giant squid, false big fish. Throw it back! Megalodon, not a big fish. It's not the old guy that I need from Sligali Dunes, but the list kept moving, so I couldn't grab Helioscorp. There's Helioscorp, thank you. Okay, so Namitaro, Helioscorp, Nepto Dragon. You're a oneer, don't care about you. The Beast of Brewer's Bay is... God, who is it? I'm at the always now. Scroll back up to the top. Hey, Bobby. I don't know why they're all making sounds now. They don't need to do that. That one can make a sound. That one's fine. You're a dick. Well, the faster I do these, the less time I lose off my window. Well, the window's over, Ned. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey, you know, be really not in the spirit of pivot right now. I'm gonna go to Lower Lenosia. Sifford Basket. Gonna zoom out. Put on auto fly. Turn on mount music. Pivot to something with an incredibly short window. We've got 3 so far. I would like to make an honest attempt at catching everything of Dragon's Deep. Which is Nepto Dragon, Helioscorp, Namitaro, one fish that is always up, and I can't remember the last one. It's 5 fish. Oh, was your window done, Ugly? Yeah, I think his window's done. Like I said, it's a real fast window for some of these fish. Yep. He'll be back in an hour. Thankfully, I hadn't built up any intuition. That's a 1. Don't want any 1s. So we want to stay north of 350 GP because we lost all of our angler art. If we had all of our angler art, we could have gone down to 0 because we had 6 angler art. But we want to stay north of 450 so I can catch a little Thalatos and then Identicast double hook it to get 3 to start the intuition window. Unfortunately, this is not a fish that we saw a lot of last window. We got him literally right as this is rock lobster. The only reason I'm catching these I know are wrong fish is A, because I didn't do the math for 40% cast time reduction with chum. Just didn't do the math. So this is the normal window for the fish we're looking for, but it's also the normal window for clam. It's the edge of the window for rock lobster. Hey, that's the fish we need. Identicast, high cordial, cast. Oh, that counts as 4 anglers art. A legend could be told this day. Yeah, nope. So you could blind double hook and just start this intuition window. But holy shit, is that risky. Blind double hook is something you would do if you had all the timers for the fish in front of you, and you knew if it popped up at, say, 25 seconds as a 2. The only fish that could spawn as a 2 at 25 seconds is the one you're looking for, you'd blind double hook. Otherwise, you would Identicast double hook. After this window, we're going to cut the YouTube recording. I'm breaking them down into 2-hour parts for this. Ads coming up in 3 minutes. The intuition window is 4 minutes. I'm actually going to snooze this ad. I could, in theory, trigger another intuition window if my first catch... Nope, slipped it. That is the second slip on Nepto Dragon. Slip just means we didn't catch it. It's... the fish slipped off your hook. The hook failed to set. You didn't catch the fish. Broke the line? Well, it doesn't break the line. What does the game officially say? Something bites, the fish gets away. And just to explain again, up at the center top left is my buff bar. The 2-minute timer one is the intuition window. That is how long we have to catch our target fish. When that buff goes away, we will have approximately 6 minutes to restart the window before the fish is uncatchable for 3 hours. That is 3 real-world hours, not 3 game hours. So, unless we go on a hot streak and can catch enough big fish to really pull this down, we'll get another chance at Nepto Dragon. Also, I just noticed Heloscorp's not up for a day, so, like, that is not worth even tracking. Yeah, cut. That is the Big Fish tracker. There are others, like, Teamcraft, that this one links to if you click on any of the links. Has a Big Fish tracker, but people use Carbuncle Plushie. So if I scroll down to the bottom, Damn. The silence had me thinking, that was a long wait with Chum. Yeah, I think Heloscorp is currently the worst wait time in A Realm Reborn. I know we looked at Ruby Dragon earlier, and Ruby Dragon is 3 days away. Cinema. Cinema chat. Come on. Yes! There is no world in which we can... We can hold on to this. Well, we're gonna have to hold on to it because I gotta do 10 push-ups. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That was very mean. Cast. Okay, we're back to the window. A new legend could be told this day. Yeah, we got 2 intuition windows in 1 window. It's pretty good. You're in for a long 6 hours. Sure am. I looked into, was there a way to remove all of your channel points before this started? Damn you, Lalafell. That is the 3rd slip on Nepto Dragon. So I explained this earlier. Nepto Dragon and all big fish have a minimum miss chance. A maximum hit rate. And it's no matter how outgeared you are, you can only get them to a certain catch rate. And it's influenced by the designer's whim and how often the fish is up. So if a fish is a very high uptime, it's going to have a lower catch rate. But at the same time, a fish could be up very infrequently and have a low catch rate. Because the designer wants it to be the fish. And Nepto Dragon is one of the fish for A Realm Reborn. Nepto Dragon, Helioscorp, and Namitaro are the fish for A Realm Reborn. Fourth slip. We're gonna run 3 minutes of ads once we get out of this window so I can do my file management for the first part of this for YouTube. $45 seconds left in the window. Also, I wanted, like, explain the dopamine feeling of big fishing, I have this fish. I have done this before, and I'm still getting upset and excited for these threes. Fishing go burr. Exactly. I have 5 seconds. I'm just gonna throw that one out there. This is the last fish. So, fish do love cinema. And this window was definitely cinema. Even if this is nothing. But you didn't have to make me wait 20 seconds for nothing. So even though I still have a minute left on my intuition window, the weather has changed and it is no longer a valid weather for Nepto Dragon. So even if I continue to fish that buff out for a minute and change, because it won't show me how many seconds are on that minute, I will not be able to catch Nepto Dragon. It is impossible. Okay, we're going to run 3 minutes of ads. I'm going to do some file management, and then we'll be right back with you.